and maybe I'll answer them.
Oh, hello. I've been expecting you. I guess, we should go and dive into another episode of the Mailbag. Let's get some mail, okay? Alright, our first question of the day is from the Goddess Queen. Fuck. Ever thought about having kids? Well, I didn't think about it. It happened anyway. About 657 times. If you could get sponsored by a glue or a solvent company for your brown bag glue huffing ass, what sponsor would you be looking to get endorsed by? Krylon. You know, because it's nothing cooler than walking around with a gold pair of lips, maybe silver or something like that, so all the neighborhood kids know you like to get down and get real high. See, Brett 1027 wants to know, I would like to know the process where babies come from. Well, you're in luck, because the only type of female nudity that YouTube allows is children being born. I'm probably gonna go to hell for saying that. Once GWAR eradicates the human race, who do you think will become the top species? Birds? Cows? I think it would be whales, but let me know your opinion. No, I know exactly what's going to take over the earth. Night bees.
What? Bees?
Gaming for Good asks, if you had to pick one person to be stuck with in Corona quarantine for a couple months, who would you choose? Britney Spears, Gigi Allen, Michael Jackson, or Taylor Swift? Probably Britney Spears, because she's batshit crazy, and I like that. It makes it easier to distance yourself and separate entirely when the relationship is over. If our legs bent opposite way like birds, what would chairs look like? Fucked up, I guess. That's a real dumbass question. Let's take a look at Dane's dumbass question. Which GWAR member annoys the fuck out of you and why? Oh, let me tell you about that! Dear Pustulus, I have an unopened can of GWAR beer that's been sitting on a shelf in my basement for over half a decade. Because of the current situation, my alcohol supply is getting frighteningly low. So my questions are, will I die if I drink it, and should I drink it anyway? Yes and yes. John Sparks from Texas asks, Dear Pusty, Kelly and I want to know if you are as disappointed in the currency of the apocalypse as we are. I was hoping for something a little cooler like ammo or drugs, or maybe car batteries or the skulls of our enemies. But no. Love, Poser, and Kellis Maximus. A good currency for the apocalypse that we need to establish is the flesh trade. That means sex. Trade sex for goods and services. Alan asks, say a crazed, scummy human dressed in a catsuit and stalked you. Would said human be able to successfully infiltrate the Antarctic stronghold and become your newest pet? If you came at me dressed as a fucking suit of any animal kind, I will fucking kill you. Have you ever fucked a sloth? No. How many cans of beer can you fit up your ass? 16 if I'm motivated. Danielle Johnson asks, Dear Blothar, I'm not Blothar. Brad Price asks, why does everyone give Bone Snapper so much shit? Have you ever heard him speak into a microphone?
How does Blothar's udder correspond as part of his body? Is it his genitalia, or does he have separate genitalia elsewhere? I hope that you can answer this quandary of mine. With kind regards, Tom. Well, Tom, it's interesting you could bring that up, because Blothar the Berserker is some kind of weird-ass hermaphrodite. He has 4 penises, and there's a giant vagina with teeth in the middle of the 4 penises. So, he's a lot of fun to be around, and you can spend long weekends with him and always be entertained, as long as you can put up with the smell. It's a trade-off. Sometimes to make your pee-pee feel good, you gotta hold your nose a little bit. Know what I'm saying? Oh, welcome to Facebook. Your account has been created. Yeah, I've got like 10 fake accounts so I can join all the fucking groups and make fun of people. Troll23 wants to know, last week I noticed I was developing a lump on my cheek. This week it seems to have grown eyes and teeth. Because fucking drinking a bleach. Man, this is way too fucking long. Little Michael Edwards asked me, atheist or Steely Dan? Steely Dan, of course. Any plans for a bloodbath this fall? I don't fucking know. Dear Pustulus, how did you hear about the coronavirus? Oh, it's funny you should mention that. Hey, roll a clip. About 8 months ago, I emailed your ass-faced tour manager asking him to make an appearance at my wedding because it's going to be on October 31st. I graciously offered the finest crack liquor and slaves. It's more of an offering. You know, that is cool. He did send me a picture of a horse penis in this email. GWAR is never going to play a wedding. Hell no. You know how embarrassing that shit is? Fuck. I don't know. Maybe if I did get, like, completely bombed, I'd fucking do it. What are your or the entirety of GWAR's opinions about Korean pop genre? Maybe GWAR should write a K-pop song. Is that what you're saying? Fuck you, Pusty. Cool. You know, nobody's been brave enough to just send me fucking wide-ass bush shots or spread buttholes or big fucking rock-hard dicks. Come on, losers. Step it up. Speaking of dicks, how do I achieve your Tyrannosaurus cock-thick sounding tone? Well, you have to summon all of your big dick energy for one. And then for two, how do you get the tone? I don't know. How do you get tone? Fuck. Do you have parents? If so, how disappointed are they? From the Terror Squid. Don't know where Pops is, and Mom died during childbirth. Have you ever seen anyone try to squeeze a full-size guitar out of their vagina before? It fucks that pussy. Oh! Man, there's so many of these. Why did I ever agree to do this? I was doing a barefooted Michael Jackson moonwalk and went right through a dog turd. Shit squeezed up between my toes like the Play-Doh Fun Factory. I walked across the room, leaving shitty footprints everywhere. Even wiped my big toe against the wall, leaving a shitty toe print. Pusty, what do I do now? Waiting here on the couch until I get some advice. Your dog should go sleep the fuck outside. Nothing should be shitting in the house except for the person you have sex with, because they're chained to a table or something and can't get away. Unless you provide them with a bucket in which they can defecate in, which is a humane thing to do to your sex slave. Do you prefer all beef, or who knows? Oh, what, like a fucking sandwich or patty? I honestly don't give a shit what's in there. I actually eat the vegan food most of the time. Why? Not because I'm a vegan, just because I want to take it from them. Fuck, there's so many of these! True or false? Is it better to beg for forgiveness rather than ask for permission? Is it safe to drink urine while in quarantine? If so, whose urine? Well, you're in luck because it's always a good time to fucking play with pee-pee. And yes, it's always better to just do whatever you want and ask for permission later. They can tell you no, but you already did it. That's what life's all about. Doing what you want to do. Because nobody wants to be a man. Because being a man is all about doing stuff you don't want to do. Fuck that. Oh, God. Look, when you write me a question, it doesn't have to be long, because I might not read it. One time I decided to take a walk because the undertones were troubling my mind. On this journey, I encountered a hefty lad named Donnie. Now, Donnie told me to hand over to Lupus. Nope, not going to read it. It's too fucking long. Does GWAR have a back catalog of unreleased music that you will eventually release? I've got a bunch of stuff. What I think we really should do is do like the Kiss records, and every member should have their own face on their own album cover. And then you can see how much we really suck when we're apart. If we're expected to file our taxes using our most private personal government information on the internet these days, why the fuck can't we vote over the internet? Good question. Ask the Republicans. Why did she leave? Why didn't I leave? That's the question. Hey, Pustulus, not much of a question. So you guys, yeah. Your buddy was a cop, and 2 months later, he killed himself. None of us knows if it was intentional or not. That's awesome. 10 attachments of pictures. None of them are nudes, and they're all of GWAR. I know what GWAR looks like. I don't know what you look like naked. Leonard Blevins. Another question from good old Leonard. If video games make kids more violent, how come they're still so easy to beat the shit out of? That's a good question, but the reason they're still so easy to beat up, kids that is because while they might be more violent, they're not more tough. They're fucking weaklings. Are you an alien? Yes. What? How does the almighty Pustulus find his lover? Or two or three, and what tricks do you use to get love? I am thinking that since all of GWAR are extraterrestrial beings, love comes easy, but I am seeking it. In other words, how would Pustulus find love? There's things you can find with love. Monogamy, support, care for each other, someone to wipe your ass when you're elderly. But there's also things that you can't find with love, such as someone who will let you have sex with them, doggy style, face down, with your left foot planted on their face while they're choking themselves. That's the kind of stuff that you're not going to find in a monogamous relationship. That's service you pay for. That's the fundamental difference between the working class and the marriage ass. You are now banned from the local library. What would be the reason for it? Because glory holes should exist in libraries, and I feel offended that for some reason they're taking mine down. Caitlin Fontacine Fontukio, she asks some fucking stupid shit. Why your pee-pee so small? Incomparably small to other pee-pee. The tiniest pee-pee in the world, maybe. No, it's not.
That's a real dumbass question.
I just don't want to do this anymore.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's episode. Until next time. Company! Pusty reads your mail. Yeah, and he nails. Oh yeah, all your neighbors right.